I have absolutely been losing my mind lately watching what the Trump regime is doing in Venezuela. And, it just feels like we're right back in fucking 2003. Like, this is George W. Bush. This is Dick Cheney. This is endless war. This is lying to get us into war in the first place. And it's just driving me crazy that it's not like that. Everybody doesn't see it for what it is, right? I mean, look, I guess when it comes to MAGA, they truly are a death cult. So, like, the numbers are going to be what they're going to be with them. I mean, I remember when Trump decided to bomb Iran, totally illegally, by the way, the support for it among MAGA Republicans shot up to 95%. I wish I was kidding. I'm not kidding. So you're going to see a similar thing here with Venezuela, but I don't know, man. It's so, like, they didn't do any of the propaganda buildup. They just started murdering fishermen and acting like it was okay. Well, Jon Stewart did just an incredible segment on his show where he really breaks it down for us and crystallizes it for us about how, no, this really is, Trump is George W. Trump, and Venezuela is Iraq. And the parallels are just absolutely astonishing. So I need you to share this video with everybody you know that's political so that they understand that we're living through history repeating itself yet again. And it's ironic that Trump used to call out George W. Bush and the Iraq War. Remember, he said it to Jeb Bush's face on the debate stage in 2016. And the guy who half the time he was pretending to be anti-war, now here he is bringing us into another war. So check it out.
But I know what MAGA is doing. They're convincing us that Iraq was an entirely different set of circumstances. That country was led by a sword-wielding, mustachioed madman who held an iron grip on his people and his power. Nicolas Maduro is nothing like... Oh, shit. Well, look, I'm sure a lot of leaders use the same sword guy. Superficial coincidence. Same sword, same mustache. I'm sure they wear different hats. It's not a kind of a oh boy. All right. So the two dictators share a remarkably similar taste in facial hair, body shape, ceremonial sabers, and headgear. It doesn't mean that the pretext for the wars will be the same.
That drugged-out dinghy was a floating weapon of mass destruction. Every boat carrying fentanyl and drugs in this country is a weapon of mass destruction.
Are you f***ing kidding me right now? You guys have the balls to tell us that the pretext for Iraq was bullshit and that war was a mistake, and we're not like that. And also, Venezuela has weapons of mass destruction, and we have to stop them. Or is WMD just the new slang? Like, yo, bro, Venezuela's total WMD 6'7", what's up? Like, is that what we're doing? And for those of you who are like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that all the fentanyl in the U.S. comes from Venezuela, that's because it doesn't. Like, almost none of it. Like, none of it. Look, you know what? I didn't want to have to do this. But you would force my hand. If you're going to bring back early 2000s geopolitics, I'm going to have to bring back early 2000s Daily Show gotcha clips. Because as much as you say war with Venezuela would be so different from Iraq, it seems like you may be using the neocons' sales manual. Like, other than WMDs, why was it so important to take down Saddam Hussein?
His regime has an active support for and cooperation with terrorist networks.
Terrorist networks. That's the worst kind of networks. Even including Paramount Plus. It's the worst kind of network. You were going to get me fired. Well, you'll never guess where the terrorists are now.
Iran, its IRGC, and even Hezbollah, they have planted their flag on Venezuelan territory with the full and open cooperation of that regime.
Wow, so if you're saying we go to war with Venezuela, we're also getting into a proxy war with Iran. I'm sold. Now, if I remember correctly, though, Iraq lasted until still. And what did they say about that?
I think it would be a cakewalk.
I don't think it would be that tough a fight.
I think the saddest part of getting into a war of choice in 2025 is that Dick Cheney won't be around to see it. Don't do that! The only solace is I'm sure that he is looking up at us right now. Really proud. Probably some birds picking, you know. But yeah, you know, quick and easy. That was Iraq. Guess what they're saying now?
A few punches to the face, and they will go.
This is going to be an easy job for the United States.
How eerie is the Iraq parallel? Well, we got one guy making the same case for both wars. And yes, it's who you think.
Saddam Hussein's a threat to my country. He's a threat to our way of life. He needs to go.
Maduro is an existential threat to the people of the United States.
It is time for Maduro to go.
Now, to be fair, some things have changed over the last 20 years. Back in the Iraq War, we used to play clips of Lindsey Graham and make jokes suggesting that he's secretly gay. But now, we know that was inappropriate. But you know what? I'm not even going to play around anymore. Hit me with the works. Iraq, Venezuela, go!
We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
It's literally like, this is incredible. This is incredible. What an amazing job from Jon Stewart here. The parallels are striking. The parallels are overwhelming, bro. The imperialism and the colonialism and the neoconservatism, it marches on. I mean, the Republican Party, it's so embedded in their DNA, even when they pretend like they're against it, they end up just doing the same shit. And right now, by the way, as I'm talking to you, on News Nation, the banner on the bottom of the screen, U.S. fighter jets circle Gulf of Venezuela. So Trump's been saying, we're going to attack the land soon, we're going to attack the land soon. That might be happening any minute. Any minute. They've already bombed at least 20 ships illegally, terror attacks, murder, killed at least 83 people. And now, Trump said, we're going to attack on land soon. And then, as I said, U.S. tensions are now flaring with Venezuela. Our fighter jets are in an aggressive posture right now. And here's Jon Stewart laying it all out perfectly, that this is bullshit. This is total bullshit.
We're giving them full opportunity to do it the easy way. And when it doesn't work, we'll do it the hard way.
If we can do things the easy way, that's fine. And if we have to do it the hard way, that's fine too.
Chemical weapons as a threat to the United States.
Fentanyl poses a chemical weapons threat to the United States.
Al-Qaeda terrorists inside Iraq.
Al-Qaeda of our hemisphere.
We can get rid of Saddam. It could really begin to transform the region.
There's an opportunity to transform the entire region.
Bringing freedom and democracy.
Democracy and freedom can serve as a
Beacon of hope.
Shock and awe.
Shock and awe, indeed. If you think this is getting confusing, you're not alone. Even senators can't keep these Bush or Trump wars straight. This is Senator Tom Cotton from this weekend.
I think President Bush has every power under the Constitution to strike boats in international waters.
Oopsie poopsie. That's a little Freudian. Feels like calling the teacher mom in the middle of a war crime. Well, let's be fair. These wars aren't exactly the same. For example, how the Bush administration went to great pains to convince everyone that the Iraq war had a higher purpose.
It has nothing to do with oil. Literally nothing to do with oil.
Literally. Nothing. So yeah, the one lesson this administration seems to have taken from Iraq is, beyond the weapons of mass destruction and fentanyl disruption and regime change, yada, 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 there might also be a side benefit to this war you should know about.
Venezuela has the largest reserves of oil in the world. Venezuela that has a rich natural energy resources.
Massive oil reserve. They have gold. They have rare earth. Oil, gold, and minerals.
And I am sure there are U.S. companies that would like to do business there.
Venezuela for the American oil companies will be a field day.
You know, I didn't think this war was a wise decision, but if it helps the oil companies smile again. So basically, all the bullshit reasons we used to justify the disastrous war in Iraq, the non-interventionist Trump regime are trotting out to justify war in Venezuela. So how is this war not considered a foreign entanglement? Well, it's easy, by redefining the word foreign.
And America first means we need a Western hemisphere where America is dominant.
If you're focused on America and America first, you start with your own hemisphere where we live.
America first also means the Americas first.
South America literally has the name America in it.
So it's ours. Our name is on it. We own that shit. Don't you get it? America's new foreign policy is basically this. Don't kill people there. Kill them over here. In your own time zone. It's classic advice. Shit where you eat.
Oh, Jon Stewart, we need you to run for president. I'm tired of soft pedaling it, John. Come on, Crystal, Kyle, and friends. Let's get you to fucking run for president. We need it. We need it. And this was brilliant. This was spot on. And nobody could have put this segment together like Jon Stewart put it together. So shout out to The Daily Show, man. Look, the bottom line is they've always been warmongers. Always. And I used to pull my hair out every time some MAGA idiot would argue with me in 2024 during the campaign, saying, they post the meme, it's the pro-peace ticket, and it shows J.D. Vance and Donald Trump. And I'm sitting there going, Only if you disregard literally anything and everything they've done or that Trump did in the first term. That's the thing, is they would just act like the first term didn't happen, right? Well, now here we are in the second term, and so far in the second term, we got bombing fishing boats from Venezuela and Trinidad and Tobago and Colombia, plotting regime change in Venezuela, bombing Yemen and Somalia and Iran, threatening Greenland, Panama, and Canada and Mexico. Trump said he wants to go back into Afghanistan. That's all just this term. Then you go to the first term, you have increasing drone strikes over 400%. You have keeping us in Iraq and Afghanistan. You have bombing Somalia, occupying a third of Syria to take the oil. And that's Trump's words, not my words. He said we're taking the oil. We have increasing the Pentagon budget every single year, letting Israel steal the Golan Heights illegally, being totally bought and owned by the Israel lobby, and now Mossad blackmailed him with all the Jeffrey Epstein stuff. That's obvious. We have a top Iranian commander, Soleimani, being illegally assassinated when Trump lured him with the promise of diplomacy. We have ripping up the Iran agreement. We have a genocide that Saudi Arabia did in Yemen with our money and our weapons. We have Trump openly saying we should take out the families of terrorists, dropping the Moab, the mother of all bombs, on Afghanistan, pardoning war criminals from Blackwater. The list goes on and on. The list goes, like, this is who these guys are. So I used to pull my hair out when people used to say, oh, he's anti-war. I'd give 100 examples of how he's not. And then, by the way, here we are. I've been totally vindicated in every way, shape, and form. Not a single one of those slimy motherfuckers said, you know what, Kyle, you were right. You know what? Nobody has ever been more vindicated than me and my takes on how big of a warmonger Trump is during the election. And not a single one of these assholes said, you know what? Okay, I'll hold that L. I'll hold that L. Bigger warmonger, like I said, George W. Trump. He's at the point now where he's a bigger warmonger than Dick Cheney and George W. Bush. That's where we are now. And we're not even done yet. We're not even a year into his first fucking term. You think it can't get worse? You don't think he's not going to spark another colossal international crisis? You bet your ass cheeks he's going to do that. He's working on it right now. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.